Namaste street vendors, hawkers, thelawalas, rediwalas, feriwalas. Hope you are all safe in this pandemic times. You have played a very important role in these times by bringing goods at our doorsteps like vegetables, fruits, ready-to-eat street food, tea, pakoras, breads, eggs, textile apparel, footwear, artisan products, handicrafts, books, stationery, etc. You have also provided a range of services including shoe repair services, laundry services, etc. We have noted that the lockdown due to COVID-19 has adversely impacted sources of livelihoods, as a result of which might have also consumed savings during this period. Therefore, there is an urgent need to provide credit for working capital to resume your business. Recognizing this immediate requirement, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has launched the PMSVANidhi on 1st June 2020. PM Street Vendors AtmaNirbhar Nidhi, a special microcredit facility for providing affordable working capital loan to street vendors. This scheme is fully funded by Government of India and will be operational till 31st March 2022. This scheme has three major objectives. First, to facilitate working capital loan to street vendors up to Rs 10,000 for a tenure of 1 year. Second, to incentivize regular repayment of loan. And third, to reward digital transactions by street vendors by a cashback mechanism. This scheme covers all cities and towns of the states and union territories which have notified rules and schemes under the Street Vendors Act 2014, including in the state of Meghalaya, which has its own Street Vendors Act. The loans under PMSVANidhi are collateral-free, which means that street vendors need not give any security or guarantee to get these loans. The loan is to be repaid in a period of 1 year. The vendors availing loan are eligible to get an interest subsidy of 7% on regular repayment. That is, if their interest rate is 24%, the vendor will be reimbursed 7% and effectively pays only 17%. The interest subsidy amount will be directly credited into the vendor's account on a 3-month basis. The interest subsidy is available up to March 2022. In case the vendor wants to repay the loan before the period of 1 year, it is permitted. No penalty is charged for this prepayment. Only timely or early repayment, you will be eligible for the next cycle of working capital loan with an increased limit. The scheme also provides cashback incentive for digital transactions. All payments and receipts through digital mode of Rs 25 and above will be counted as eligible transaction. By undertaking eligible digital transactions, you can get cash back in the range of 50 to 100 rupees every month. The vendor will get 50 rupees cash back on executing 50 eligible transactions in a month. For next 50 payments in a month, additional cash back of Rs 25 will be provided. And for additional 100 or more transactions within the same month, vendors will receive another 25 rupees. That means, on reaching 200 digital transactions in a month, vendors will be provided with 100 rupees as cash back in their account. Digital transactions can be through any of the digital payment aggregators such as Bheem, Paytm, Google Pay, Bharat Pay, Amazon Pay, Phone Pay, etc. Help will be provided to vendors on how to operate the digital transactions at their site. The digital transactions will help build the credit score of vendors, which will help in accessing loans in future. If some customers still make cash payment, vendors can accept it, but this will not qualify for the cashback benefit. A variety of lenders have been enrolled to provide loan under PMSVANidhi. This includes scheduled commercial banks, regional rural banks, small finance banks, cooperative banks, non-banking finance companies, microfinance institutions, and SHG banks. The vendor will have option of selecting the preferred lending institution. Now, let us understand who are eligible and how to apply for this loan. The scheme covers all vendors engaged in vending in urban areas as on or before 24th March 2020. For this scheme, the vendors are grouped into 4 categories. Let us see one by one. First category is of street vendors who are in possession of a certificate of vending or identity card issued by the urban local body based on a survey. If you have such a certificate, you can meet the functionaries of banks, common service center, SHG or your federation members, or visit the municipal office or any lending institution for guidance. They will validate your Aadhaar through mobile app or portal. On successful validation, they will help you to fill the loan application and upload required documents. The application then goes to the preferred lender as indicated by you. And in case you have not indicated any preference, your loan application will be picked up by any willing lender. On sanction or rejection, you will receive message on your mobile. The second category of vendors are those who were surveyed by their municipality but have not yet been issued a certificate of vending or identity card. In such a case, you can get a provisional certificate of vending issued by ULB through an IT-based platform, PMSVANidhi, and then apply for the loan. The municipality shall provide a regular certificate and ID card to all such vendors within a month. For getting the provisional certificate of vending, you can also take help of business correspondents, agents or CSC with your identity proof such as Aadhaar card, voter ID, etc. After verifying your name in the survey list, you will automatically receive a provisional certificate of vending from your municipality through an IT-based platform. With this provisional certificate, you can fill the application and upload the required documents through the mobile app or portal. You will receive intimation on sanction or rejection through your mobile. The third category of vendors are those who were not surveyed or those who began vending after the survey was completed. And the fourth category covers those vendors from surrounding development or peri-urban or rural areas who are vending in the municipal limits. In case of the third and fourth category of vendors, a letter of recommendation from the municipality or town vending committee can be obtained, with which the loan application can be submitted. For getting this letter of recommendation, any of the following supporting documents will be required. First, if the vendor's name is included in the list prepared by certain states or union territories for providing one-time assistance during the COVID-19 lockdown. Second, loan application processed by a lender along with the recommendation certifying that the person is engaged in vending business. Third, proof of membership of vendors associations such as NASVI, NHF, SEVA, etc. Fourth, if the vendor has any other document supporting his claim of vending like challan, chit, etc. In case none of these documents are available, then the vendor may give a request on plain paper on which the ULB or TVC will undertake a local inquiry involving SHGs or community-based organizations, etc. and based on the report provide a letter of recommendation. With the letter of recommendation, the vendor can submit loan application with required documents through the app or portal, for which the vendors may take the help of banking functionaries or common service center. The vendors who have gone back to their native places due to COVID-19 lockdown can also get this loan when they come back after the situation normalizes and resume their business. They would be eligible for the loan as per the criteria mentioned for 4 categories of vendors. For any information, help and guidance for availing the loan, you can approach the Town Vending Committee, the municipal office for details on banking functionaries, or meet the SHG or your federation members, or call the toll-free number for getting further details. The loan application process is scheduled to start in July 2020 and loans can be availed till March 2022. The interest subsidy and the cashback facility will be available up to March 2022. All banks will require some documents as per their requirements pertaining to their customers. Broadly, this would include your Aadhaar card or voter's identity card or driving license or Manrega card or PAN card. What can help in getting the loan sanctioned faster? Generally, individual lending institutions form joint liability groups or JLG of eligible vendors. In view of better repayment record of such groups, they prefer lending to JLGs. Formation of common interest groups or CIG is encouraged by ULBs, which can be converted into JLGs by lending institutions. Becoming a member of such groups may help. However, it does not prevent individual vendors from availing the loan. Municipalities will share the list of groups with the lending institutions, and the lending institutions will share eligible JLGs of street vendors formed with the municipalities. The status of loan application can be checked on the mobile app, portal, anytime. The acknowledgement number received on submission of application can be used for this purpose. If the vendor submits correct and complete information along with all documents required, the loan approval may take less than 30 days. When can you take the next loan? If you have repaid the first loan on time or earlier than the period of loan, you become eligible for the next working capital loan with an enhanced limit. The vendor can approach the business correspondent or the agent on fully repaying the first loan. Decision on getting second loan will be faster as the vendor's repayment pattern is already available. Don't get worried about not understanding digital payments. The business correspondents or agents from banks or payment aggregators will help in enrolling as well as practicing digital transactions. You will also receive a debit card or a QR code, which are used for this purpose. The PMSVANidhi offers significant benefits to the borrowers. For a loan of Rs 10,000 sanctioned at a rate of interest of, say, 24%, the total benefit that you would receive from interest subsidy and cashback on digital payments will be about Rs 1,600 per year, which is more than the entire interest that you will have to pay. Thus, it will become an interest-free loan. For any further details, please refer to the website www.pmsvanidhi.gov.in or visit the municipality office.